Hey friends, Susie Davis here, and I'm so excited to be in D'Iberville today at Galleria BMW. We're going to talk about the different types of experiences that you can have here when you shop at BMW. Let's go inside and meet my friend Katie. Hey friends, we're back and we're sitting here with the one and only Katie Zazzara here at Galleria BMW. How are you doing today, Katie?
I am doing fantabulous. Thank you so much for asking.
Friends, Katie is not only a dear friend, but she works in one of the most prestigious car dealerships here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And I'm probably going to use incorrect terminology today, but Katie is going to make sure that you know how to use the right words when you come and enjoy the BMW experience, and more specifically, an experience with Katie, because one of the things that I know is that as a woman, when we go car shopping, often we're intimidated to go car shopping because we don't want to be bombarded at the door, or we don't want to feel like people think we're ignorant or don't know answers and are going to pull one over on us. And Katie's going to tell us all about how to maximize an experience in a car dealership, more specifically the BMW experience. Katie, you want to tell our viewers what's the difference when you walk in when they walk through your doors?
First thing that you'll experience is kind of like a Disney World experience, almost the sound, the smell, and also we're about hospitality here, and it's a luxury experience. So when I greet you, I would love to offer you complimentary water. Speaking of which, I know you love room temperature, so I went ahead and grabbed your room temperature water bottle
Katie.
for you.
Thank you.
We also serve Starbucks coffee too, and snacks at our lovely Izetta bar.
It is really cute over there. There's a lot of great things in this store. So let's talk about I know you have a title, but most people think of a car salesperson, but that's not correct, right?
So we are actually, well, my particular title is Senior Client Advisor, and I'm also an ambassador here, believe it or not, at Galleria BMW. But the difference between us is we're here to accommodate and educate and advise you on your purchase decision and anything automotive, really, in more of a hospitable way than necessarily a sales way. I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to advise you on your purchase so you can keep coming back and buy more.
So let's talk about the advisement process, because there's got to be a flow that you follow when you're assisting people when they come into the...
To be honest, everyone's different. It's tailored, you know. So with that being said, sometimes I have to work backwards.
Right.
Maybe we are working with a certain credit tier, and so I look at what the bank says. Or let's say money's not a factor, budget's not a factor, then I like to take them on a walk. Let's go look at the options. It really is unique to anybody. I don't want to say that there's a particular way. They're still going to get that home feeling, especially here on the coast. You get that southern hospitality.
Well, and to know Katie is to know that she is super outgoing and super personal, and the reason why she is an ambassador here at Galleria BMW is because you feel like you've known her forever the minute you meet her for the very first time. So let's walk through that as well. What are some of the things that you do, and I know you've done?
So one of the major things that I love, I'll give you a little tease on a surprise, I guess, that I do for all my clients is I do from La Passion Chocolates. Miss Chrissy makes gourmet chocolate for me, and I have little BMW molds made for chocolate, and then I also have keys. And that's something unique to me that I only do, but everyone's experience is a little bit different, so I switch it up every delivery that I do.
Right, so you're getting to understand your client, the person that you're helping.
So to dive into that a little bit more, I always do what's called a needs assessment. A needs assessment is huge. It's going to be based on their goals and what they're trying to achieve ultimately, whether it be a certain payment, whether it be a certain experience, whether it be an overall, let's say they just want to pay this amount and that amount only.
Okay, so part of that needs assessment, are we taking into consideration color and size and all those other things? Because I'm sure there's people who come in with an intention. How do you help those people feel a lot more comfortable? Because, again, I was just talking about a minute ago, I'm walking in, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get bombarded. Like, how do you make someone who may feel stressed out about those types of things feel a little bit more comfortable to ask you the questions that you really need the answers to?
So during that needs assessment, you really, as an advisor, you learn to listen.
Good.
you learn to listen to what their needs are and what they are trying to achieve, and you pull it out of them in different ways. The more experience you have, you kind of learn what's the best action to take. I have people, really, really good people skills just because I love people. So sometimes it just is like a conversation, really. And it feels like you're talking to a family member. It just comes natural almost to me.
So we were just, when we walked in, I got to see what that experience looks like when somebody has ordered or gotten their first vehicle or a vehicle from you. Let's walk through that as well, because that was such a beautiful experience.
I literally greeted them at the door. They are actually not local, believe it or not. They drove to our coast to experience our local BMW dealership here at Galleria, and I had a beautiful silk over their new vehicle, and then I also put a bow with confetti. I had what is it called? Prosecco.
Yes, the Marca. Who doesn't love that?
Yes. Gosh, a letter from our management team too, saying thank you for choosing us. So just making them feel at home and welcome. And it's not just about the experience, it's ultimately about the journey. And it's going to be a continued journey.
So I'm going to ask the one question that I'm sure our viewers, I know this is a BMW dealership. Do you have other cars besides BMWs?
We do. You got to think we take in trades.
Okay. We take trades, right? That you have other BMW cars. What are your hours here generally?
We work between, the sales department is 9 to 7. And then our service department, which is amazing, is 7:30 to 6 o'clock. 9 to 6 on Saturdays for sales, and for service it's going to be 7:30 to 6, or excuse me, 3.
So how does that work? Do you have to make an appointment to come in with the service?
Usually for service on Saturdays, it's highly recommended that you make an appointment, just because we are typically lower staffed, but we are at least open for some of those people, making it a little bit easier for those who don't have availability during the week.
Is it better if they want to come have an experience with you to have an appointment, or would you say that they can just walk in?
Both.
Okay, well that's great. I know that if they're looking for some BMW gear, that you guys have a lot of great gear in the back in the shop area as well.
The boutique is gorgeous.
And gifts for kids, my friends. So whether you are looking to make a purchase for yourself or a special event that's going on in your life, or maybe you just want to catch some BMW gear, come see my friend Katie at Galleria BMW today.